Hey y'all, I'm coming to you from my couch on a lovely Saturday afternoon. I hope that your day is off to a great start. I wanted to come to you all and finish the January topics of the month. The last topic for January was how to stay consistent with a practice. So, once you've developed a practice that's good for your mental health, that is good for your wellness, that is good for your well being, how do you stay consistent? And so, I wanted to bring you a quick video today to wrap up our January topics as I will be coming up with our February topics tomorrow. So, how to stay consistent. One of the ways that I feel like we are getting lost in our wellness routines is we are neglecting to realize that consistency looks different every day. One day you may feel like you have an abundance of energy and you give 100%. And then maybe the next day you might feel tired or run down, or maybe there's something weighing on your mind. You may not feel as mindful, so you're giving 20%. And guess what? That's still consistency. As long as you don't break the cycle of what it is that you're trying to do, that you know if you stick with that ritual routine, it benefits your well being, then you're still being consistent. So, number one, consistency looks different every day. Say, for example, you're working on your physical health and you've decided that you're going to do, what is it, the 75 hard or the 30 hard that kind of practice that people are doing. And then one day you're given 100%, you woke up, you did your 2 hours in the gym. And then maybe that night you didn't get good sleep, or that night you might have had a phone call with a friend that went to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, or you heard some news that got you down. Well, the next day you may not feel as energized. And then maybe you just decide instead of going to the gym for 2 hours, you might just walk around the block and come back to your house and rest. Guess what? That's consistency. That's still contributing to your wellness routine, your wellness regime. That's still sticking to your regiments that supports your well-being. That's being consistent, right? And we have to honor the rhythms of our body and the rhythms of our mind. We're not always, our bodies are like going to have cycles where we ebb and flow, and we're going to have cycles where we ebb and flow because we're human beings. And every day is not going to be rainbows and sunshine. And we have to honor our mood, honor our body, honor our mind, right? And so consistency can look different every day, and that's okay. Being mindful. So I think one of the things that really help you stay consistent to a wellness routine is slowing down and being attentive to the moment and what the moment is calling of you, right? So, say most days as of late, you've been feeling really happy, you've been feeling really energetic, so you've been getting your routines down pat, you've been waking up, sticking to your habits, doing your habit tracker, sticking to your routine, right? But now, with the changes that are happening in the world, you may be feeling a little bit more anxious. So, your anxiety might feel, if we're not in the right state of mind, like a barrier to you being consistent. When our routine might just be calling for a shift, right? So that may look like doing more breathing exercises. That may look like slowing down your workout to maybe just a 20-minute walk instead of doing weights, instead of doing Pilates or something, right? Slowing down, right? Being conscious of what your body is calling for you to do, and being more mindful. So for me, this practice has been a life changer, a game changer. When I feel an increase in anxiety, making an effort to simplify my life and slow down has been the consistent practice. Because when I'm more present in my life, every move I make is amplified, meaning it's going to have a residual effect on every area of wellness when I slow down and when I'm more intentional about the steps that I make. It will have a residual impact on every area of wellness because I am thinking clearer, I'm in my clarity, I'm in a stronger and more balanced mind state. So mindfulness, practicing mindfulness can just be like slowing down. If I'm putting on my pants, I'm pulling up my pants. I'm focusing on slowly pulling my pants up my leg. I'm engaging every muscle with that exercise. And I'm focusing just on pulling my pants up. If I'm pouring myself coffee, I'm being very intentional about what I'm putting in my coffee. I'm slowing down to pour. I'm watching the steam come from my cup. I'm slowing down to taste the coffee, make sure that the coffee is to my liking. I'm not rushing from, oh, let me just grab my coffee, let me go to the next thing. No, I'm being mindful about each moment, how it makes me feel, and what it's calling me to, right? And when you do that, it amplifies every movement from there. So mindfulness, getting out in nature, right? Getting outside when you can. I'm in South Carolina. It's a beautiful sunny day, but it's not always a beautiful sunny day, believe it or not, especially this winter. It's been very cold and frigid and rainy, and we've even had snow, which is not like us. So with climate change also brings a change in our mood swings. It brings a change in how we feel. But when we can get outside, and when we can take in some vitamin D, and when we can put our feet to earth, and when we can get in touch with nature, it brings clarity, it brings a calmer mind state, and it allows us to make more important and clearer decisions when it comes to our well-being, right? Just making one healthy decision at a time is how we become more consistent. When we're feeling overwhelmed and stressed, I always say, just do the next indicated thing. So you wake up in the morning, you might have increased anxiety, you might be stressing about what the day will bring. Just do the next indicated thing. If you're a spiritual person, maybe you pray. If you're also a spiritual person or a person that believes in the power of mindfulness and meditation, maybe you meditate. Maybe you journal for 12 minutes when you get up in the morning. Just do a brain dump of all the things on your mind that might be having you worry. And where I'm going with this is structuring your day, right? To support the wellness routines that keep you balanced, that keep you well. That's how you stay consistent. And that's going to ebb and flow as the days and weeks progress in 2025. The wellness routines that got you through winter might not be the same wellness routines that get you through summer. But we have to be willing to change and adjust to what the season is calling of us. But the biggest thing is to not break the cycle, and your consistency will look different every day, and that's okay. Some days it's 100%, some days it's 20%, some days it's 75%. Each day you showed up, okay? So being consistent is slowing down, getting in touch with what the moment is calling from you, realizing that consistency looks different every day, and building and shifting your daily routines to meet your needs so that you don't break the cycle of what it is that you're trying to achieve. I know for me, yoga has been a game changer for me. Do I feel like doing yoga every day? No, but what I've come to realize is that yoga is a lifestyle. It's not what modernized and Americanized culture has painted yoga to be. Yoga is getting present. Yoga is breath. Yoga is mindfulness. Yoga is listening to the body and moving the body, right? So simple movement of my body is yoga. If I get up every day and I stretch my body and I do sun salutations, and I'm in the middle of the workday, if I get up and stretch and take a walk, I am taking on yoga principles. I am taking on mindfulness practices that are keeping me balanced. Am I staying consistent? Yes. Does it look the same every day? No, and that's okay. So being willing to adjust, being willing to accept that you found wellness routines that support you. Now integrate them into your daily routine and realize it's going to look different every day, but don't give up. Don't give up. All right, so that's my quick message about being consistent in the new year. I'll be coming up with some new topics for February. February is Black History Month, and it's also Heart Health Month. So I'm going to do a combination of education around how mental health and heart health are connected, and keeping the heart healthy is depression management, stress management, community is survival. So staying connected to people, coming out of social isolation, finding a community that best supports you are all the ways that we stay healthy in the new year. Stress care as well will be stress care, anxiety care, and depression management, and community as survival. Those will be the topics of this month for February. I will see you all soon. Thank you for following my page. If you find my content helpful, share it with a friend. I'm going to go back to resting and recovery because that's how I'm staying consistent in these days and times, is taking back my time through rest. So I'm going to go ahead and relax on my couch for the next hour, and I have a self-care day spent with my cousin. We're going to make prayer boxes and watch our show Harlem. I don't know if you guys have watched Harlem yet with Megan Good. If you haven't, get on that Amazon Prime and watch Harlem. Season 3 is out. It is so good. So I'm going to have some communal time, some sisterhood time. And that's how I'm staying consistent with my self-care today. Drop a comment. Let me know how you are staying conscious or more aware or consistent with your wellness routines today. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for being here. Love you. Bye.